I wanted to show what comparing fractions with unlike denominators looks like. What I mean by comparing fractions is I want to determine whether 3/4 is greater than, less than, or equal to 5/6. In order to do that, I need to find a common denominator, so a number that both 4 and 6 can go into equally. One way that we could do that is I can count by 4s and I can count by 6s, and whichever number that they have in common first is the number that I'm going to use for the common denominator. For example, if I counted by 4s, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, that should be fine. And then I counted by 6s, 6, 12, 18. I can stop there because I know if I count by 4s, I get to 12. And if I count by 6s, I also get to the number 12. So this tells me that my common denominator is going to be 12. In order to compare them, I need to change 3/4 into a fraction that has 12 as the denominator. So I need to go from 3/4 to something over 12. In order to find that numerator, I need to figure out what do I need to multiply 4 by to get to 12. And remember, whatever I do to the denominator, I also have to do to the numerator. Since I already counted by 4s over here, I know it took me 1, 2, 3 times in order to get to 12. So if I multiply 4 times 3, that gives me 12. Whatever I do to the bottom, I also have to do to the top. So I need to multiply 3 times 3. That will give me 9. So I know that 3/4 is equivalent to 9/12. Now I need to change 5/6 into a fraction with a denominator of 12. So if I take 5/6 is equal to something over 12, I need to figure out what do I need to multiply 5/6 in order to get to 12. Again, since I already counted by 6s over here, I knew it took me 1, 2 times to get to 12. So 6 times 2 is equal to 12. Whatever I do to the bottom, I also have to do to the top. 5 times 2 would give me 10. So now that I have both fractions with an equivalent, with a common denominator, this 3/4 is equal to 9/12, 5/6 is equal to 10/12. All I have to do is look at the numerator to determine which fraction is greater. I know that 9 is less than 10, so 3/4 is going to be less than 5/6.